approachable, considerate, and supportive.
Did 3 words, probably like kind, compassionate, and amazing.
Okay, awesome, caring, and funny.
Endearing, trustworthy, and compassionate.
Understanding, relatable, and empathetic.
To be considerate, chill, and woke.
I would describe her as encouraging, supportive, and energetic.
Elegant, eloquent, and empathetic.
I describe her as Asian, smart, and research.
Thoughtful, honest, and considerate.
Relatable, young and youthful and generous.
Are young, rich, and cool.
She's very witty, she's considerate, and she's also very authentic.
Throughout the whole year, like, she was very kind, and like even when I made mistakes, including like the AI stuff, like she didn't like apprehend me for it. She even like she helped me fix my mistakes, and like she never judged me for it, and I thought it was really kind.
Because Miss Dinh's like the best teacher I could ever ask for. She's like super fun to hang out with. She's fun to talk to. She's relatable. Like, I look at like the words to describe Miss Din, I don't even have enough like within 3 words.
I don't know, she's a very cool teacher. Like, she's very chill. Like, she doesn't really like. She's not like other teachers where like you like can't talk to them. Like, I feel like Miss Din's very easy to talk to.
Just because how she's always been a teacher who goes out of her way to help her students in any way possible, especially with the assignments that she helps prep us with. There's always like a reason to it that helps like brings out the best part of our work.
Because she's always very understanding towards her students, and she's very relatable, especially with all the stories she gives us. And it feels like she has like a real connection with us as students.
She seems like a really young teacher, or she is a young teacher, but she seems like younger than she actually is.
She's a really nice personality that I enjoy, and she always seems to connect with her students a lot. It seems like she's like a friend to all of us.
I don't know, she's the most down-to-earth teacher that I've known. Maybe it's because of her age, but I think in general she's just very like sophisticated and carries herself in a very high manner.
I think Ms. Din is a very nice person. And then honestly, all she ever talks about is low-key seminar and AP research. And also, I know she talks a lot about Asian stuff. Like, all I ever hear from Ms. Din is like food.
Okay, first of all, she's like honest in the sense that like no matter how bad you do or how good you are, she's gonna give you constructive criticism regardless, and I feel like that honesty is like really good.
Mrs. Generous could like, if we do things like well, she'll like pay for bagels and stuff like that. It's kind of shallow, but like I don't see any other teacher doing that usually, you know. And then youthful is because like Miss Dinh is like really like a young soul. Like she's like a classmate almost, like, you know.
I would say that she's young because like she's really just the youngest teacher on campus that I know of.
Miss Gomez.
I don't know who said that, but yeah, you get the point. She's really young. She's also rich because I don't mean this in a monetary way, in a way that like she has hella money. She's also rich in like multiple areas of her life, like her personality, her teaching.
And I think authenticity is often hard to come by. And with Mrs. Dinh, it's so like natural because she's always able to freely express all her opinions to the class, and it's always very enjoyable.
My favorite part of AP Research is every day with Mrs. Dinh, because like when there was a sub, like my day was basically ruined. I didn't want to do any work. Like literally like the sun, like whenever like Mrs. Dinh wasn't there for AP Research for class, the sun shined darker than any other day.
My favorite part of AP Research was the Fun Fridays because we got to play games all the time, and like I really liked the day when we got to eat bagels. That was really fun. Like we spent the whole period eating bagels. It was really yummy.
A lot of the downtime, because a lot of the downtime in AP Research we got to spend getting to know Miss Dinh better, and also getting to know our classmates a lot better.
Something I've learned for AP Research is that even though you could be the most prepared person, you're like always prepped and ready, and you get your work done and you're on top of things can go wrong, and like there's a lot of unpredictableness within the class. So like even if it happens, just be nonchalant and get through it.
I learned how to be organized and use Google Sheets. And I appreciate that one assignment where she basically forced us to complete a puzzle assignment about using Google Sheets. And I learned a lot about the formulas.
I think my favorite part about AP Research was definitely getting to talk to all the people that I knew in the class, and also being able to connect more with Ms. Dinh and also my peers while also doing something that I like.
I mean, it's something I learned like throughout all the years, but it's like to not procrastinate. I feel like it's the most valuable thing you can learn. No matter what you're doing, it could be like fixing your car, doing your homework, just not procrastinating.
My favorite thing are, during AP seminar, I was like a socially awkward bum, but then I met these amazing seniors like Van, Sophia, and shout out to Eden Jimenez.
One thing that I've learned from AP Research would have to be just trying to thoroughly understand whatever you're doing and to put a lot of effort and thinking into any step of your project or just in general.
Just being able to go inside and be able to do the things that I would need to do. Like most classes, it's always so hands-on. You always have to do this, you always have to do that. However, with AP Research, it's more like the teacher just helps guide you and you do all the work yourself. And that everything is reflected upon yourself. And Ms. Dinh has been a very gracious guide for us, and I am forever grateful.
Something I learned from AP Research was just a lot of research skills in general, like how to find sources, how to write body paragraphs, like methods, results, all that sort of stuff. And I feel like it's really useful because I might actually use it in college.
My favorite memory with Miss Dinh was doing the bagel party because we got to eat lots of food, and I feel like we got to bond as a class too.
Obviously, like the Christmas party with Miss Dinh that potluck, like that was so fun. Oh my gosh. Or like when we got KBBQ. A good time. Ain't that right, Miss Dinh? Yeah, good time. It was a great time.
Or all the parties that she threw, the potlucks, the fun Fridays, playing games with the whole class.
Fun Fridays and just making friends with people that I didn't expect to talk to in the first place. And yeah, now we're really good friends.
I think my favorite memory would be like hanging out with her during lunch. It's just really nice because I get to debrief about my day and just talk about like, I guess personal things that I would not talk to you about like to a teacher. It's really nice.
Probably not like one specific memory, but like just going to her class after school, because it's just like a place to like calm down and like de-stress and tell like Miss Dinh about my day and my friends.
My favorite memory with Miss Dinh is whenever she crashes out on like her periods. Like the Isaiah guy, the one that cheats off with his like little like flashcard thing. Oh yeah.
My favorite memory was when she crashed out. Well, not on us, but she explained how she crashed out on other students, especially on the sophomore for using AI. It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
My favorite memory was probably that time that she like low-key crashed out on I think it was the sophomores, and then she was just talking about the AI usage among them, and then in class we were all talking about how we should just all kill them.
Her kindness to like the class and just her ability to help everybody. She's always going out of her way to make sure that everybody has the access to all the resources that they need, especially when our topics are so complex or like so niche. She's still willing to be an open ear to listen to all of our different topics and find other resources like databases and other research that can help us.
The fact that Miss Dinh's so nice, she's so caring. I remember Miss Dinh helped me out for my college application, where I had to have a letter of rec, and there was only a week left. Miss Dinh was very nice, and I'm very grateful that she ended up writing a letter of rec for me for that college, and I got accepted to CHAP.
My favorite thing about Ms. Dinh is that she's always so positive, she's very kind. She's always like smiling, kind of, almost. Sometimes she's mad, but like, those reasons are valid, you know?
My favorite thing about Ms. Dinh is how she's like so bubbly and energetic. Well, most of the times, yeah. But yeah, how she's always seems to like make things fun, like the assignments with the Fun Fridays, or how she always like talks to us and like asks us for opinions. Like it feels really welcoming in her classroom.
My favorite thing about Miss Dinh is whenever she shares her stories with us, because I feel like we get to see another side of her that she doesn't really show, and I feel like that just brings a more connection with the class and her as well.
How she's so easy to talk to, because she's very approachable, and she actually tends to approach you first rather than hers. Because me personally, I'm very introverted, so I appreciate the times where she would check in and just ask how I'm doing.
My favorite thing about Miss Dinh, well, I feel like it's her relatability because of all the stories that she would tell us and how she seems actually interested in our lives and getting into a connection with us.
Is the fact that she's so like relatable to like everyone. Like every time I walk into that classroom, I feel really welcome because I get to talk to her, and like she talks to everyone in our class, and then we just talk about like the most random stuff ever, and it doesn't have to be related to like AP research.
Is her ability to always be relatable but also like give new fresh perspectives. A good example of this is when I got hospitalized last year, but instead of her just regularly comforting me, she was like, you know what, Trina? One time in 8th grade, I fainted on the Costco food court because I was staying up all night to play Pokemon on my Game Boy. Like, she's so relatable. It's crazy.
My favorite thing about Ms. Dinh is she's really easy to talk to. Because like you can kind of just tell her anything and she won't just like blast you on the spot for that, like kind of say crazy things in class.
I think my favorite part about you, Ms. Dinh, is how authentic and true to yourself you are. You are able to form these really special connections between yourself and your students by showing us all sides of you. We know your good days, we know your bad days. We feel so involved in your life when you share these little things about yourself, and by staying true to yourself, you give people a lot of grace, but you aren't afraid to set boundaries or call out disrespect when you see it happening. And I think it makes you so human and so easy to connect to.
My favorite thing about Miss Dinh would have to be how much effort she puts into everything that she does, and it really shows how much she cares for her students.
Thank you, Miss Dinh. Stay strong, Miss Dinh.
Thank you, Ms. Dinh.
Thank you for helping my PIQs. Like, I think I got into college because of you because I had no idea what to do.
Miss Dinh, I love you, and I will always be visiting you next year, and I will sit in your couch and sleep there.
Okay, Ms. Dinh, just want to say I want to really thank you for being my teacher for the past 3 years. And I'm really sorry that I couldn't join swim this year. I was hoping that you could have coached me, but that was on me for not joining. And mahalo.
Kita.
Ms. Dinh, please invite me to your baby shower, please, I beg of you. Hi, Ms. Dinh. Thank you so much for enduring my behaviors these 2 years that I've had you. I know I probably wasn't the best student, and even though of my lack of like work ethic and just me being a bad student in general, you've just always been so positive and friendly to me, and I really appreciate that about you. You're a very kind teacher, and I think that's what I like most about you. And yeah, I hope we can finish this year off on a better note. And I'm so sorry about not finishing a research project. Please don't spite me. Please don't kill me.
I think one thing that has really stuck with me is when you told us that a man has nothing but his word, and that people will remember us not by our accomplishments but by our integrity. And I think that piece of advice, albeit out of a little bit of anger, really stuck with me because I see you as the embodiment of integrity, quite literally, and it's such a valuable lesson to carry on in life.
Ms. Dinh, I just want to say thank you so much for being my teacher for the past 3 years. It's been really nice being able to get to know you, and I just want to thank you for serving as an inspiration for your students, for pushing them to do better. And congratulations on the baby. I'm really excited to see what the future holds. and I hope that we're able to come back to visit you or keep in contact and share our successes with you. Thank you!
Hi, Ms. Dinh. I know the end of the school year was not the best for you, but I just want to say that I genuinely appreciate you supporting me and my peers for the last 2 years. I know I didn't always do my homework, but thank you for making the class a place I will look forward to every single day. I wish you a great summer and the best of luck for your daughter. Thank you again.
Hi, Miss Dinh. Thank you so much for teaching me across 3 out of 4 years that I've been at Garden Grove. You've been one of the teachers that I've always relied on, and you're the sweetest person I've known from like high school. Thank you for taking me on as your TA as well. I feel like me and you have truly really bonded together as like teacher and student. Alright, bye Miss Dinh!